Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that's the finesse, my nigga. I want you to get it all.
Always, always.
I want
You
you to
know
get it
something
all.
though? Honestly, I think he should stay independent.
No, no, no,
Nah.
no. But why stay independent when you know there's a big bag
There's a
away from
big
you
yeah,
right
there's a
now?
big bag out there.
Run it up, like make himself so much. I mean, he already hot, but I'm saying, bro, they want him so bad, bro. I'm saying, bro, if he was to drop like an album independent, he would get all that money to himself.
Yeah, but the deal if they gonna give you all right, let me just buy into his theory. If they give you 20 million, my nigga, they looking at
But
like
20 million is different, nigga. Bro, 20 million is
Alright,
different.
let's say 12 15.
all right, 12 or 15 million. Yeah, nigga, you better take the bag.
Hell yeah. Niggas ain't getting 12 million dollar deals no more.
Yo, honestly, in my opinion, if they if they offer him anything below like six, anything below
It's
six,
not happening.
all right, that's what I'm saying. Anything below six, stay independent. But over six, think about it. And then after you thinking about it, you just trying to make sure you maximize the amount you gonna get. Check it out, soon. Check it out now. Jump in this bitch and go crazy. Ooh, now let me tell you this, man. Okay, Lil Pump, the young finesse, Dr. Pump, a Harvard graduate himself. Now, listen, man. I heard the rumors through the grapevine that Lil Pump, man, he was trying to sign a couple other deals. People were offering him some cash, not over like 15 million, but they were offering him some cash. However, he couldn't sign none of the deals because Warner Music Group told Sony and other people, if y'all try to sign this young man after we invested so much money into him, we will have y'all so tied up in litigations you'll never make a fucking coin off of him, okay? His buzz will die out before you make a coin. Now, kind of ran away a couple of people, but people were still pursuing. Lil Pump is kind of on these streets. Now, Warner kind of came to their senses by saying, listen, even though we had you in like a fucking shitty deal at first, listen, we could give you another deal. Now, you're gonna have to make sure we go through the process that it cannot be reversed on some of your minor shit, because by the way, Lil Pump is still 17, but we'll give you another deal, okay? Because clearly we were getting a lot of money from your deal before. Here's a deal we'll give you. So he basically signed back to Warner Music Group. Okay, and this time the contract calls for him to get a $8 million advance, which, by the way, as I said, is still a loan. But you can imagine if they're giving him a $8 million loan, they probably want to get like at least 15, if not 20 million off of him. Could Lil Pump make $20 million? Let's see of the contract details that was exposed by TMZ. Okay, now apparently the $8 million up front is the big chunk of money he's gonna get. For each year, he's gonna get a pretty like it's a low like advance, which is like a 9,000 advance for the first year, it's a 12,000 advance for the second, 15 for the third, and it goes up in increments of 3 years for 7 years. So he signed to 7 years. Okay, now I'm gonna tell y'all why this is a win. Y'all think Lil Pump gonna be here in 7 years? By the way, it's 2018. 7 years is 2025. You think he's going to be this popping? So basically, it's all about getting the money and getting the money now. Now, if he is here past 7 years, by the way, he's won and the record label is won. But he got to get all the money now. Now, here's the thing. Because with this type of deal, and you could imagine, it's probably 360 in its nature. Okay, I could tell you as far as what TMZ is reporting, he's going to get 14% of the royalties in sales, and that's after the label recoups and all of that in the US, okay? And of course, when you think about international and per format, so who knows whether it's sold digitally, whether it's sold by streaming numbers, his royalty rates actually vary, and it goes all the way up to 66%. Now, that's not a bad deal, okay? If I had to probably guesstimate, this deal is probably worth about $10 million, okay? And because of that, I gotta say it's a W for Lil Pump. He gets $8 million up front, he's cashed out. Even if he just flops in the next year or so, he ain't gotta give the $8 million back. All they could do is just keep him in the goddamn deal and say he can't go to nobody else. And if he's cold anyway, he can't go to nobody else, right? So pretty much he got $8 million. And if he continues to sell and he exceeds what they expect him to do, he will basically gain $1 million or $2 million. So I could say this is about a $10 million deal. Okay, it is $10 million for 7 years. It doesn't mention merch here or anything like that, but I could imagine that this is a 360 deal. Okay, I would imagine that. I'm pretty sure I'll get Pump to talk about this on my live stream, and he might not know if he's in a 360 because these days there's not a fucking deal that just says 360. 360 comes in different variations. Whether it's saying, hey, listen, for any merch things we set up, we take this percentage as a finance or whatever. It's still a 360. Basically, they're trying to eat from everything you got going on, which of course would include touring and of course merchandise and of course any brand deals that you get in terms of like commercials and shit like that, okay? That's how a record label plans to make its money back. If you're looking at the stats with Lil Pump got 10 million followers on Instagram. The reach of him, the engagement that he got going on could make a lot of money. And I could imagine that the record label is not only trying to make money through music, they're trying to use his entire image, his entire fan base, and his entire reach as an entertainer. So again, I think it's a W for Lil Pump. When I talked to him on my live stream, he wanted the money up front. Okay? And also, if I'm listening to this new record deal, clearly Warner Music is trying to just put more money down on promoting him and hoping that they could get more than what they've already got, okay? They're hoping he could make $15 to probably $20 million off of Lil Pump, okay? What do you guys think about this? Do you think Lil Pump going to be around for 7 years regardless? He still got $8 million. Don't matter what the fuck we say about it. He got the money up front. The young Finesse won, and we just got to say kudos to Lil Pump, sipping lean, fucking bitches, and of course turning up and flexing like your wrist is broken actually paid off. I ain't going to lie to you. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like them, subscribe, support Akademiks. If you guys do have any questions, Lil Pump, I'm pretty sure I'll get them on my live stream soon. Make sure I follow that. But drop them in the comment section. I'll definitely ask them on your behalf. Support Akademiks.